That's something I have always wanted to do. These were the exact words that were impulsively uttered by me. Back in 2011, it was first time I was introduced to YouTube. The only use of YouTube back then for me was to watch some random clips or movies. What else would a 7-year kid do back then with it? Fast forward to 2015, I was gifted my first smartphone. This was where I met YouTube again. Another 2 years passed and I was just visiting YouTube to watch some random clips. Nothing more than that. But in 2017, it was the moment. It was the time. It was the phase where I started learning about YouTube. Now, YouTube wasn't just a place for me to procrastinate. It started to be more than that. I started to understand how YouTube works. It was so into me that I wanted to skip school so I can do YouTube. But again, there is a fine line between doing something and putting it into work. Sadly, I was lost in this trap, the trap of waiting for the perfect moment. I wasn't able to do it. You see, when we talk about our goals, we have a different energy, a different body movement. It's magic. Just remember the way our spirit shines through when we talk about the dream we have or something we truly love. Now imagine, just imagine how you would feel if you actually perceiving it rather than just talking about your dream. Wouldn't that be something special to experience at least once in your lifetime? Let me ask you something. What it is something that lights you out? What have you been long buried deep inside you that is waiting to come out into the light? What it is that you're afraid to try? What are you procrastinating on? See, we both know there is something very, very creative inside you, and I know you want to bring it out and you want to explore it. But my question remains, what are you waiting for? Back in 2017, I waited for the perfect moment to arrive. I waited and waited. I waited the entire lockdown for me to understand that the perfect moment exists somewhere in future. It's May 2022 and I am still waiting for that perfect moment when I will release my first YouTube video, which I know will never come to the light. See, I have realized something. The biggest injustice you can do for yourself is to sit on a sideline and wait for that perfect time to arrive. The right time for you to start doing what it is you want to do and create what is you want to create is now. I did this for years upon years until the day I had a call from my best friend. See, once we become more intentional about who we wish to be and what we wish to do with our time here on planet Earth, we begin to appreciate the time that's currently being gifted to us. In other words, we become more present, and as we learn how to live and further immerse ourselves into the present, we begin to realize how precious it actually is to be alive. And when something is precious, why let it pass to waste? The longer you wait to take action, the less likely you will be to take it. Why? Because now you are creating a steep resistance between you and the required action. This yawning gap invites more fear, doubt, and laziness to fill the space. Hence, greater odds are now stacked against you. See, as humans, we are wired to choose the path of least resistance. Why else do we procrastinate? So, a way around this is to not let the resistance between where we are and where we want to be fester and grow. Remember, we are not logical creature. We are emotional being. So while it's crucial that you carve out the space you need to step aside and rationally think of the next logical step, it's equally imperative that you act your way into the feeling that you want. Now you see, a poet doesn't wait and keeps on writing the lines over lines. They just feels that it is ready to publish and they just publish it. Just like how musician feels that the composed music is complete and they release the album without waiting for the moment to arrive. Same goes with you and me. Our own form of creation. Remember, you are never going to be totally ready, but there will come a time when you will feel ready, and that's when time becomes the right time. Your sole responsibility is to align all your effort today so they can gradually propel you towards that feeling. Now, why I say gradually? Because readiness isn't something that appears all at once. Readiness is something you earn 1 inch at a time at your own space, and very often it's at the cost of dancing with many slave voices of anxiety, self-doubt, uncertainty, and fear, and embracing them with the fierce mind and open heart. Reconnect with your intuition and learn how to trust them. It will only guide you forward onto your path and it will not lead you to astray. And that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna trust the process and make the moment for myself. I will not wait for another perfect moment which hypothetically doesn't exist. I will take this present moment and I will make it perfect moment for myself. Instead of thinking, planning now, I will take action. I will put everything into work. For last 5-6 years, I waited for the perfect moment to arrive. But now I will take this moment and will make sure that I am in the state of process. With this channel, I wanna make sure that I add some kind of value to your life. I know I needed someone to speak in my head and let my voices come out. This channel will strive to be the voices you wanna hear. If you ever felt again that there is a perfect moment waiting for you in future, rewatch the entire video and get back in this current state. This is first video. I am Yashvardhan and I'll see you in next.